Pagan group forming. Pagan group forming is not as difficult as many believe. Many new craft members decide that pagan group forming is for them for one reason or another. On a personal note, I wanted to join a group as soon as I knew this path was for me. It's typical for the pagan newbie to seek out others to learn from and practice with. I would recommend pagan group forming to anyone interested in mixing with like-minded people, learning from others. There is so much that has been hidden throughout the years regarding witchcraft that learning from others was the only way to go for a long time. Thanks to the freedom of the press, there are now volumes of related books to draw knowledge. However, many people, myself included, feel that finding a group, or starting one, is essential in developing magically. That isn't to say that the solitary witch is out of luck. There is a lot of good that can come from practicing alone. You can get to know your energy, tastes, and preferences regarding rituals. However, there is something powerful about completing a ritual with a large group of people. A sense of belonging comes with knowing you are among friends and creating energy together. While looking for pagan fellowship is easy, finding a group isn't always. The internet gives today's seekers an advantage I didn't have 20-odd years ago. Covens don't usually advertise online. It takes a while to find people in your community, especially if there is a lot of religious persecution in your part of the world. Unfortunately, many seekers are not satisfied with what they find. Each pagan group has its flavor and focus. It might not match your magical and personal goals, and that's okay. You have two options now: keep exploring and searching, or start your group. What? I can hear you say. My group. It's entirely possible, no matter what you may be thinking. You may find that others in your local area are dissatisfied with the other group options. Maybe you all live far away from the nearest coven or meeting place, or you may be interested in one particular aspect of the craft not represented in your local area. Starting your group can be an exhilarating adventure. You'll first need to decide what type of group you'd like to form. For example, you can create a study group where you and your fellow members research topics and discuss what you've found. This is a good option if you are a newbie and know others who are new to the path. You can get other people's perspectives on different topics and educate yourself on many aspects of the craft. Social groups can also be fun. A social pagan group mainly gets together to hang out. Ritual work is done sometimes, but the primary intent is to know others in your faith. The good thing about social groups is that all members don't have to follow the same path. This results in a rich and dynamic group atmosphere flavored by the different ways of paganism. Starting a local group doesn't have to be intimidating. Study and social groups require much less planning and dedication than a traditional coven. Eventually, if it is acceptable to all, your group can transform into a working coven. However, having a study group or social group has many benefits. Newbies can successfully run pagan groups because I've seen it in action. Sometimes, a good study group of interesting newcomers can make much more discovery than a coven full of older pagans. It all depends on their thirst for knowledge and dedication to learning. So if you aren't finding what you're looking for in your area, there might be others who are just as dissatisfied. Take on the challenge of leading an informal pagan group. You can all learn and grow together. I hope you find what you're looking for on your spiritual path. If you have any questions, feel free to ask for help in the comments below. Merry part.